Hey guys, welcome back to another video with me. I needed to have a sit down talk with you guys. It's some other stuff has been changing in my life. I have had a lot of friends, or not really a lot of friends, but quite a bit of friends in high school I used to hang out with on a daily basis. And you guys need to realize when you guys go through high school and you graduate with them and all that stuff, people are gonna change. And me and my best friend haven't changed. We've grown up. We haven't changed. We're still good friends. Doing better things for our lives and getting our lives together. But my other friends beside him, they're not my friends anymore. They are just people that haven't grown up. They like drama. They like to cause shit. They like to be a part of drama. And this isn't high school anymore. So, it's kind of a little story I wanted to tell you guys. So, first off, my friend, he's hung out with people, he's hanging out with someone that created drama for me and my best friend, but my best friend, he wasn't really involved in it. He was just gonna be with me when it happened, just because it was like a surprise thing. So we were trying to surprise my friend that I don't talk to that much, and I want to surprise him for his birthday. This was about a couple months ago. Um, so we wanted to surprise him for his birthday and do all this stuff and get a private room because he's turning 21. So we wanted to do all that kind of stuff. And you know, this other friend that's all this guy's friends I'm talking about, they're all in a circle. So whatever I say goes to them. He never takes my side over anyone else. He always takes his friend's side no matter what I say, even if it's true. So he doesn't like drama, but yet he's always involved in it. His name is always brought up. So, after that, he was supposedly part of a group of people that were my friends or half friends. He was a part of the group that wanted to jump me because they thought I was gonna ruin his birthday, my other friend's birthday. We're not really too close, but we are acquaintances better than we were before I went down there and talked to him and all that stuff. So this other guy's name's Levon. Jason is the one that I have issues with. Just want to make sure you guys don't get confused on that. So Levon is the one that was turning 21, and he doesn't do a lot. He doesn't get out. He's kind of antisocial, I would say. And I wanted to do the best thing for him is to throw him a surprise birthday, show him I care about him, and I wanted to do whatever it takes to make it right and us to be cool. So this whole jumping thing, he was a part of a couple people as his friends. So his friends were, let's see, there's Marcos, Jason, which is the guy I'm talking about, his girlfriend, this gay dude, and another guy that's his family member. His name's Chris. So they all planned to jump me or some kind of shit if I showed up on their property or whatever, and I wasn't even planning to do that. I was planning by doing my own thing for him. And so Jason, he put it on blast on Facebook and ruined the surprise. Because me and John, my best friend, were going to spend about $200 on him for his surprise birthday. To get a room, and it was very expensive. We ended up not doing it. We just said fuck it. It was just bullshit. We didn't want him not to show up and waste $200, so we just didn't do it at all. And so that happened. And all this, they were a part of it. Levon was a part of this whole group thing, but he didn't really know about it. They just mentioned him, so they threw him into it. He told me, after all the stuff I've done to him, he told me that he would be upset if that was the case. So this was a big betrayal to me, not Levon, but for Jason, everybody in that group I mentioned, was a big betrayal, and it was super shady and very immature. And supposedly, the gay dude, he made up all of this. He made up the whole jumping thing. Jason was involved in it. He told me a bunch of stuff that he told me not to tell Jason. And I told Jason anyways because I was furious and wanted to find out what the hell was really going on. So I messaged his girlfriend, and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about, blah, blah. And he told me, the gay dude, he told me, hey, they're probably going to deny it. And he was telling me, yeah, they're not your real friends. They don't want to be around you, blah, blah, blah. So I told everything the gay dude told me, I told Jason, and he really didn't really say much. He wouldn't give me a straight up answer, so he was being shady the whole time. So that caused a lot of drama. I tried to let it go, but when your friends betray you like that and they're a part of a group that wants to jump you for no fucking reason when you're trying to do a good thing, yeah, it's very hard to let go. And I don't live there anymore. This is in California. I live in Nevada. I only visit occasionally when I get money for a hotel. So, that being said, that's what happened, and I never got over it. I tried to, but, Jason says, he doesn't know anything about it. He doesn't know, and then he hangs out with the guy that created the drama, the gay dude named Spencer. He still hangs out with him, knowing that I don't like what's going on, knowing that I went to his doorstep and confronted him about it, and he still hangs out with him. It's very shady, and if anyone does that to you and tries to be involved in drama, it's going to be hard. It's hard for me to move on. I kept putting up with their bullshit for a long time, and it's just time to move on. It's going to be hard for person that sees this and is going through the same shit I am or was. By the time you guys see this, or whoever sees this and is actually going through that, I might have probably moved on by now. I'm trying to. It's better for my life. These people, they have no lives. They have done nothing to better their lives after high school at all. And you can't trust them at all. I tried to move on. It doesn't work. I had to call a suicide hotline to have answers because I could not physically believe myself this was actually happening. I couldn't believe that they would even think about even doing that. That's just out of the blue. It was weird. So, and my best friend wasn't involved in this. He was kind of involved in it. He was gonna be with me at the party when we were gonna take him to this special guest room and stuff. So he would have watched me get jumped, and he was not gonna let that happen. And if he's gonna get involved in it, then they're probably gonna try to jump him too if he was trying to protect me or whatever. So yeah, and I told my best friend, I was like, dude, if they're gonna do this to me, they're gonna do it to you. Just because you don't say stuff that's on your mind like I do and say, this is wrong, they're gonna do it. So I told him, and then today I went off on him because I could not take it no more. I needed my friend Jason up here, ex-friend now. Needed him up here because I was going through a hard time. It's a very hard time going through not having any friends in another state here, and you're just alone. You sit in my room like I am right now. So he didn't come. I had to pay. I would have to pay for everything. I had the money to do it. They have used me. All of them have used me except for Levon. They have all used me for my money. I have to pay for them and pretty much everything. They're always asking, oh, Jason has money. Yeah, I have money, but I know how to spend it and not spend it on people that don't give a shit about me. So this is an example. When I have to get a hotel every time I visit when I go to California for them. I always go for them, nothing else. So when I go to California, I want them to stay the night. And I usually pay for them like $10 a person, extra person or whatever. And Jason told me, why don't you, I asked him, he's like, no, I don't think so. I don't want to spend the night. I'm like, dude, I'm only in town for 2 days and you're not going to see me for another 6 months. Like, there's no excuse. If I'm going to pay for you, why wouldn't you come? Like, why wouldn't you want to spend time with me? Like, honestly, hanging out isn't just, it goes by too fast. It's not as fun, spend the night, staying up all night, talking, playing games, doing all the normal shit friends do. He didn't want to do that. He tried to make me buy him and his fat ass girlfriend food and then they would do that. And I was like, I was like, wow, that's pretty pathetic, dude. You can't hang out with me for me, and his girlfriend's always around. You know, he's asked me for advice for her, and he wants to dump her and all this bullshit. And yeah, so there's a lot of shit that she doesn't know, and she probably wouldn't believe me anyways, but who cares? So after I went off on him and took it to the next step today, because I was like, dude, I'm going to beat your ass. You fucking betrayed me. You done all this shit. You betrayed me. You know, you fucked up. You're involved with this bullshit. And he's like, no, I'm not involved in any drama. I'm like, dude, you hang out with the person that created all of this drama. You think that's fucking okay with me and my best friend? No, it's not. Even if my best friend isn't involved. That's betrayal, and he can see it. It's fucked up, you know? Why would he want to hang around you when you're hanging out with someone that created drama? So, he hung out with the person that said, oh, I'm gonna get jumped and all this shit. So, you know, my best friend, I told him, I was like, dude, we need to get rid of these people. They're no good to us. They don't do nothing. They're moochers. They're lowlifes. They don't fucking complain about their lives and all this shit. I wanted them to come up here and have a good time because they're, oh, I'm so bored here. I'm so bored in this shitty ass fucking place. And I've tried to get him jobs. I know how to get a job. I've had almost 5 jobs since I've been up here in 3 years. He hasn't had any job at all. He mows lawns and whatever. He complains about his mom so much as I do. Like, seriously, dude, you need to fucking grow up. If you ever see this, you need to grow up. You think I need to grow up? Dude, I've done way more in 3 years than you ever will do in your lifetime. You have no responsibilities at all. And if you see this, this is karma to you, because just wait. So the next step he did today, he took upon himself to call the cops and probably report me as harassment or some kind of shit. I don't know yet, because they called me and my phone was dead. So I called them back, and this is from where I visit. This is their hometown police. And yeah, they called me and they want me to call them back. So I did, left their voicemail, you know, they're going to talk to me or whatever, you know. I don't live in the same state. Because I told him, you know, I'm going to beat your fucking ass. Because, you know what, he's walked on me so long. He's a fucking coward. He won't fight for himself. You know, he's never really been my friend. He never takes my side on anything, even if it is plain as day my word versus his. Like, if I'm completely right, he will find a way not to talk about it or never admit that I am right, even if it's against his girlfriend, his friends, anybody. It won't matter. He will never take my side. He had never had. I asked him, I was like, so my best friend has done a lot for me. He's come up here for me. He's lent me $200 for a hotel. What in the God's name have you done to me, or done for me as a friend? He didn't say nothing. He blocked me after that. And, you know, I know he hasn't done anything for me anyway, so I knew he wasn't gonna answer. He's a coward, you know. Cowards call fucking cops on friends, because he is so scared that I'm going to come to his house and beat his ass, because I really am going to. Whether the cops are involved or not. He's gonna make the cops involved in this, and he was a part of the whole jumpy thing. We'll see how that lasts, because I don't think that's gonna last that long. If I had proof, I think I have proof. I don't know. If I had proof, then yeah, that wouldn't be good. I think I do. I don't know. But yeah. So that's what's happened so far, and I'm waiting for a response on the cops to figure out what they're gonna do, and if they're gonna try to, you know, get a restraining order on me. It's a very serious situation. I don't think it's gonna go that far, because I haven't talked to him. You know, I stopped talking to him when he blocked me, and I sent him one last text message. I'm like, dude, you're a fucking coward. Honestly, dude, you know, if you can't, you're not a fucking man. A man would handle it the right way. When I went to talk to him, when I was down there, he pretty much kind of ignored us. He kind of like didn't really want to talk about it. He's making excuses. I should have just beat his ass right then and there. I should have. I wanted to so bad. The only reason I didn't is because my best friend was there, and he would not have been pretty. And John was already pissed off about it too. You know, he wasn't really pissed off. He was kind of pissed off for me, but he was also pissed off that, you know, that he would do that to even me. And, you know, what's to stop him from doing it to John? John would fucking hurt him. He probably would never do it to John because John would fucking kill him. John's a big dude. So, you know, that's what's been going on, guys. It's not really that long of a video, but that's what's been going on. I am going through a hard time. That's why I wanted them up here. You know, I've gone through a lot, and I put out so much effort for them. And if you guys question your friendships, big signs is, you know, if they don't, big sign is a couple signs. If they don't reach out to you and ask you to hang out, they're not really your friends. John's done that many times. We've been friends for almost 10 years. They don't even, you know, ask you. If you ask them to hang out, they're like, yeah, they're still not your friends. If you have to constantly message them and they don't message you first, they're not your friends. It's kind of like a girl kind of conversation, pretty much. It's kind of like what girls do. Friends, you know, they say hi to each other randomly. I always had to talk to Jason. He didn't really talk to me as in, hey, Jason. He didn't do that. It kind of drifted off ever since high school, since I wasn't there. You know what? That's what happens. You know, I can't, you know, it's a very hard thing to go through. I've done a lot for Jason, and it's a lot to bear. You know, it's a lot to think about. The person I was talking to about this on the suicide hotline, she was like, yeah, that's going to be really hard to swallow, and it's going to be really hard to get over. She's right. And she was right about the whole thing. You know, I was playing it like I didn't want to believe it. I still don't want to believe it, but I have to. You know, if I don't, I'm going to get fucking arrested or some shit. Most likely. Because, you know, if I see him, oh yeah, that's not going to be good. So, you know, I have my life somewhat together. I have a lot to do. But, you know what? Only thing I could say is that he lost a good friend that's tried for him and tried to get him a job and actually knows a lot more than he does. And all he does is sit on his ass to complain. You know, that's all I gotta say, honestly, because it's really bad. You know, I didn't think he would actually be a coward and call the fucking police. I'm in another state. They can't really do much. They can only say, oh yeah, stay away from him, and a restraining order. That's about it. But, you know, if he wants to play that game, then I'll have to tell them and hopefully have my evidence about them trying to jump me. And that will be worse than what he's saying to them, probably, most likely. Yeah, so that's what's going on, guys. I hope you guys watch this and share it and get it out there. You know, you gotta be very careful who your real friends are, because I thought they were my real friends, and I had everybody who's been telling me they're not your real friends. My parents, my brother, everybody, they're not your real friends. You know, it's true. They weren't my real friends this whole time. High school, maybe a little bit more, but after that, the real friends would actually come and see you if you were in serious need of them, like help, or you're feeling that you don't want to be alive anymore. You know, my best friend did that. He's only been there like 2 years. That was the last time he came up here, and we had a good time, just me and him. That was it. You know what? So that's just how it is, guys. You guys need to think about your friends and make sure they are your real friends, and if they're doing shady shit behind your back that you don't think they should be doing, you need to talk to them about it. Don't hold it in. You need to, if you don't like the drama, tell them, hey, I don't like this drama, what is it? And if you can't work out, move on. You have to, because if you don't, you're just gonna make yourself in a worse situation. It's hard for me to move on. It's really bad. So what, you know what, guys, that's it for this video. If you guys can like this, subscribe, share it, comment, do whatever we need to do. I would appreciate it a lot, you know. But you guys, the best thing I give you guys to do is do a lot of sports, and you'll find some good friends. You know, me and Jason had a lot in common. Played video games, played baseball, you know, stuff like that. We were kind of two peas in a pot. Weren't as close as me and my best friend, but you know what? Me and my best friend have been through 10 years of friendship, through middle school and high school, and we still made it. You know, we had bumps in the road and shit, you know, but we still made it through. You know, I may annoy him, but you know what? I got nobody else. You know, that's how I feel. I played semi-pro football up here. I met some cool people that actually are there for me, and I was like, Jason, this is how people really act as friends. You know, if I'm saying I'm going through a hard time, my teammate, hey, he calls me, and I haven't even talked to this dude. He's on a different side of the fucking team. He's a defensive player. I'm an offensive player. I never really talked to him at all, ever. And he was there for me and gave me advice. You know what? And I was like, dude, I don't know what to do with my life anymore, and I don't really want to be around. And Jason didn't even care that I called the suicide hotline first ever in my life. And this other dude actually cared. And he said, yeah, dude, whatever you need, hit me up and we'll go do stuff and stuff. I appreciate that to the fullest. It meant a lot to me. Jason has never did that. You know, I got hit by a car and he was like, okay, thumbs up. That's all he does. You know what? He doesn't really, he's changed a little bit. Even though I found out that he wasn't really my friend, so. Guys, like this, share it, do whatever you need to do, get it out there, get it to people that need help with this kind of situation about friends. If they need advice, tell them to come to me, comment, I'll make a video, tell me your stories, and I'll get back to you, and I'll tell you my personal opinion. See, the problem is with me, I was too advanced for my friends. I expected too much, because I expect my friends to do what I say usually, like, hey, your real friends would actually come see you. John's done that, for example, my best friend. He's a real friend. Jason has never done that, even if I offered to pay for his bus pass there and back, and pick him up, and pay for whatever else bullshit we're gonna do. Not a real friend. Yeah. And if your real friend is offering to pay for you and you still don't come, shady. Not a real friend. Doesn't want to be around you. He doesn't have the balls to say it to my face, and rather than call the cops, because he knows I'm going to beat his ass, and he knows that what he's done is wrong, and there's no way to fix it. I tried to move on, it just doesn't work. It can't. It's too much. It's too much drama. He loves drama, and it was never like this in high school. There was no drama like this ever. You know, everyone in their group causes drama. Everybody. They like to talk. They won't fucking fight up and, you know, do something about it. They just all talk. That's all they do. And his best friend said, I'm gonna jump you. I'm gonna get people to jump you. And he's like, okay, whatever. So he didn't care that his best friend was talking to another friend, me. His best friend was talking to me and trying to get me jumped. He didn't care. He's like, oh well. He didn't care. He didn't say, oh, that's not wrong of him. He didn't do anything like that. It's fake. He deserves to get his ass beat, and he will one day. He wants to have the cops around and all this bullshit. Yeah, that's not going to do much. They're not around 24/7. He don't got the money to have them around and have fucking bodyguards and shit. Karma will happen to him. He don't have his life together. He's taking the easy way out to join the military because he's too lazy to get a real job and act like an adult. You know what? It's just how it is, guys. So, I'm going to end it here before my phone runs out of recording video or whatever. So, I will see you guys later. Thanks for the support. I appreciate all of you. Have a good day. And don't forget to smile every day. Do not think negative. Do what's best for your life to make it better. And do what's best for you. Do that all the time. Always try to think positive out of a negative situation. Block out all the negative people and do what you have to do. That doesn't mean do drugs and shit. It means, you know, get a job, grow up, do that, and you will do that, and you will find happiness. You actually have money and be able to do stuff like I do. I had to spend thousands, probably almost $1,000 or more to go there and back about 5 times. I've been there 5 times to visit them. You know what? They don't appreciate me. They just, want to keep using me for my money. Because I have money and they don't. And they can't buy anything because they're fucking broke and they don't do anything. Big deal. He pays his cell phone bill. Fucking way. Big deal. He has no job experience. You know, I can make his life a living hell. He really doesn't know that. You know, and he put me as a reference, you know. Like, it's just a lot of shit that's gone on. It's just a lot of things that he doesn't think about. I have control over that town. I know I can call any place he's applying at and be like, don't hire him. He has no idea what I'm capable of. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. See you guys next time. Have a good night and be safe, please.